What's going on, everyone? We are finally back with another episode of From the Bench. I am Whack, as you know. From the Bench is coming back, but maybe not every week. It's going to, with the coronavirus situation, it's going to be, it could be once a week, once every other week, maybe once a month, maybe even twice a week. So this is really going to be a little bit sporadic. We're trying to get people in to interview, trying to get you guys some good interviews out there about what it's like to be an athlete or a coach during this time. This week we do have a little bit of a treat. Someone I know from Wall, Texas. I know that's not Austin or San Antonio. Wall, Texas is West Texas, near San Angelo. But she's a good friend of mine. I've known her because of a camp we both have attended. So I wanted to bring her on as a track athlete to get her perspective of what it's like during this time where she knows now that she won't be competing in her senior season. I'm also going to have her coach on, Coach Beeles, so get his perspective as a coach and what that's like for him during his 20-year career. This is the first time he really had to deal with something like this, so get his perspective on that. I will say this was supposed to be a video interview, so we're going to have their video as well as their audio. There were some issues though in the post-production stuff, so and you'll still see me on there, but you won't see them. You'll just see their picture and their audio. I do apologize for that. So I wanted to just let you guys know that there were some issues here and there, so I did the best with what I had. Hopefully that will be corrected in the weeks going forward, but we'll see what happens. So with that, let's get to our From the Bench interview for this week. So guys, thanks for joining us today on From the Bench. For those of you that don't know, From the Bench is a show where we bring on coaches and players and just talk to them. And right now, of course, as we all know, we have the coronavirus that's really shut down sports as we know it, not only professionals, but here in the high school level as well. So today we've got Coach, how do you say that, Coach Beeles?
Beeles, yes sir.
Coach Beeles. And then a friend of mine, Kendyl. So me and Kendyl know each other from a summer camp called Extreme Youth Leadership. I've been a counselor there. She's been a camper. And so we've known each other for a few years, and I've kind of followed her journey through the sports world. And when I found out, obviously, last week that the spring semester just wasn't going to happen, I was like, well, let's get her on and talk to her and get her thoughts on this. And the coach obviously joining us as well. So, Kendyl, I want to start with you first. Just when this first thing started happening, kind of early February into March, what were your first thoughts then? Obviously, the season hadn't been canceled yet. Did you think your season would be canceled when it first kind of came through, or what were your initial thoughts when the coronavirus first came about?
We didn't really worry about it. I knew no matter what, I would kind of get to throw, which I thought I would get to throw. But whenever it started, slowly getting taken away, I remember just, thinking about it, I've waited 13 years to get to throw my senior year, to get to walk across that stage, and there's a chance it's going to be taken away. And it did get taken away, but you just gotta, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no one really knew what was going to happen. UAL kept on trying to salvage what they could, and obviously they couldn't. Coach, how about yourself? When this first thing started, kind of like I said, back in February and March, what was your initial reaction to UIL starting to close spring sports down? What kind of things did you do to communicate with your athletes? What kind of training did you have them do in the very beginning, stuff like that?
Well, first we were on our spring break, and we'd gone to a spring break meet in Llano, and that's when more of the talk started happening about the possibility of cancellations, postponements, and all of that. So we were coming off of a little rest time, thinking we're about to get back and kind of hit the final stretch of our track season with our training, our big meets, and obviously culminating with district, area, regional, all that stuff. So it was kind of just a surreal moment when we got postponed from school, and then obviously seeing the repercussions going into the sports world. I don't know. It's still just kind of surreal. I don't really have any better words maybe than that. It's kind of in a state of shock. So what we luckily this day and age of technology tried to send a few words of encouragement, posted some of our workouts that we would have done. Obviously, with kids not having the opportunity to go to a track, or not supposed to anyway, kids were running on streets, dirt roads, wherever they could find. So just, modifying whatever workout I had, just tell them, hey, do what you can do. So that's kind of where it started. Since then, the kids have been busy with Google Classroom and online schooling. And same type of deal, just encouraging them to just do something. Kendyl and I were talking just a minute ago. Body weight type stuff. Whatever you can find or whatever you can do, get after it. Just don't be a couch potato.
Kendyl, I want to move back to you and talk about, obviously last week was when UIL officially said, hey, unfortunately we're not going to be able to do any of the spring sports. It's done. So as a senior yourself, what kind of emotions did you go through knowing that, all the work you've put in up until that point, and now it's not really for nothing, but you're not going to be able to kind of show the fruits of those labors for your senior year?
Yeah. Well, you know me, and Coach Beeles knows for sure. I like to talk to people nonstop. I'll talk to anyone and everyone, and this whole being at home, not seeing people is really, really hard for me. I've been working pretty hard on my college classes, which the school thing isn't going too hard. Every now and then it gets pretty rough, but I've been going through a little bit of not really depression, but you can expect it from something like this. Because, you waited 13 years to have a senior year, walk the stage, be with your friends, and you get the whole last 2 months taken away. What do you expect? But, I've been just trying to find, excitement in a lot of small stuff. Like what Coach Beeles and I were talking about earlier, working out was one of my main things, and now it's really the only thing that's really helping me with being upset and being sad and just the way to handle this. But I am very blessed to have another 4 years at a college to throw. So I know that my working out and my education, it wasn't for nothing. It's going to take me to another level, and it's helped me a lot. And Wall has done amazing things for me. They've given me so many opportunities. I'm very thankful that I went there.
Now, Coach, did you end up reaching out to all your seniors or even just all your athletes in general I think it was Friday when UIL came out with that message? Have you talked to them since UIL has said, hey, no more spring sports?
No, I haven't. I know they're getting bombarded with a lot of stuff. I keep going back and forth about what exactly to say to them. Especially the four seniors that we have. We've got 3 girls and 1 boy, and kind of like Kendyl was talking about, and everybody across the nation that's dealing with it. That's not something that I could just real quick pick up the phone and say the words that I need to tell these kids, because that's a big deal, and that means a lot to me too, especially the relationship that I have with those 4 kids. So I don't know what to tell them yet, so I haven't just spoken words, because it is definitely something that's going to come from the heart because of all the things that they've done and given up to get to this point. Now it's gone. So yeah, intentions are to do that, yes, but I have not done it yet.
Well, I think that's a wise choice, not to rush something before. Like I said, they put in all this work. You've been with them for all these years. You don't just want to make something haphazardly. So I'm pretty sure you're not the only coach that that is taking their time. So Kendyl, I want to move to you now. Obviously, next steps for you is going to McMurray to continue your athletic career and your academic career as well. Besides Coach Beeles here, have they reached out to you at all about things that you can do as far as an athlete to kind of keep on the ball when you're quarantined like this?
Well, mostly since my sport is somewhat of a spring sport, so we start indoor track beginning of second semester, and then you do outdoor track towards the end. But pretty much, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I do this, but like I get pretty on top of myself majority of the time. Like I'm still throwing, I'm still working out. I just want to be 10 times better than what I was at my last meet going into college, and I want to surprise people with how much I've worked and how hard I've worked.
Speaking of indoor track, I know, it's not so much different as a thrower, but is that kind of something you're excited about, where you get to do track basically almost year round now?
Beeles has me in his first period class. That's all I do. That's all I talk about. All I talk about is track. And I'm just so excited. And my coach is literally the best. We watch the same TV shows. He understands my frustrations, and I like it because he's a lot like Beeles and our other throwing coach, Howie. Like, they care about me and they want me to do the best. Like, they don't just like push you off to the side. Like, they know what's best for you. They want the best for you. And it kind of has that wall feeling.
Coach, how about you? Real quick, how long have you been coaching?
21 years.
21 years. Oh, wow. And I would assume in 21 years, this is probably the most unique situation that you've been in. What kind of challenges has this, maybe not so much have you implemented yet, but, obviously you're going to have to create new kind of maybe workout routines to send to your athletes and stuff like that. Just talk to me about some of these challenges that from your 21 previous years, you haven't really had to experience before.
In 2009, we dealt with the swine flu, and that postponed or pushed back the state track meet into June. This blows that out of the water because of how much bigger this has become. And we actually did get to postpone. Now it's canceled. With us being in a small school, I also coach football, and that's kind of our next thing. A lot of our kids, play multiple sports. For those that don't, this is one of those chances and times for them to rest their bodies. Going into those kids in that play a fall sport, that our football coaches are getting some stuff together. I know our volleyball coaches, basketball, all of those other sports are taking that next step, as you said, to start implementing some workout routines and just where we go from here. Because we don't know. We still can't go to our weight room. We still can't be on our track. So the best that we can do is offer suggestions and hope that the kids, take it and run with it and stay physically fit. I don't know how it's going to go. And on that as well, I don't know what our fall is going to look like. If things continue the way they are, that's in jeopardy as well. I know a lot of people, don't want to think about that and think that, we'll get past it. We will get past this, but I don't know when. And that's, I hope that answers your question.
No, definitely answers my question. And yeah, we all like to be optimistic and hope our fall sports don't get pushed back as well, but there's always that possibility. And I mean, as you know, being the football or being a football coaching at a wall 7-on-7, it's not going to happen. So I mean, it's already moved into the summer. So hopefully, some of these athletes can get back to kind of a way of life, and things can kind of get back to a new normal, if you will, in the fall. Before we go, I do want to just take this time to get I want to give each of you a chance to kind of give a message to the students, the athletes, the teachers, everyone kind of at the Wall community. Kendyl, we'll go with you first. Just what would you say to them? Obviously, we're going to share this on social media and tag everyone there. So for anyone that might be listening from Wall, what would you tell them right now?
Don't take anything for granted. A lot of the time we think, oh, we're Wall, we can do this, we can win, we can do this. But sometimes it's not just up to our abilities, it's up to the world around us. And I think a lot of us don't think about that. I've had a lot of very encouraging people from around Wall. And my coach, Jacob Reed, has done so much for me. Beeles has been there through it all. Coach Howie has been there through it all. Coach Jones has been through it all. Like, Wall is one of the most amazing places and I'm excited to show Abilene where I've come from and what I've learned at Wall. And I love track.
Coach, how about yourself? What would you tell the community there?
In my opinion, Wall, the community is second to none. If there are ever issues, they are there to support each other in any way necessary, whether it be a helping hand, financially, you name it, they're there and they've got your back. We've got an awesome group of school board members. Our administration is second to none. Our teachers and our students. It takes everybody, and I feel very blessed to have that in our court. Based on where we're from. The biggest thing is as crazy as this all is, and with us getting adjusted to this new normal life, is just to stay strong and keep your faith, and everything will be okay. It's going to be different, but it's going to be okay.
Well, as Kendyl can attest, I know quite a few people from Wall, and it's just a great community, and I know that if there is a small community that can rally around each other and grow stronger through something like this, it's definitely the Wall community. So I just want to take time. Kendyl, good luck in your college career in Murray. Coach, good luck out there. Take it easy, stay safe, and hopefully, when fall rolls around, we'll have a new normal, and we won't be having to work out with your athletes online and stuff like that. So thank you for joining me from our From the Bench segment, and thanks, and have a good day, guys.
You betcha. Hey, thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Once again, that was our From the Bench segment for this week. Kendyl, she's a great kid, and I'm sad to see that her senior season won't get to be played out, but I'm sure she'll do great things at the college level. And Coach Beeles, look forward to seeing what him and Wall kind of come up with while they're trying to transition during this kind of new normal, if you will. We'll be back. I got an interview lined up with San Antonio Christian School's athletic director, Coach Parrott. So that one will be coming out soon, and I got a couple more in the works, as I know Thomas does as well. So we'll be back soon, and until then, just take care, stay safe, and we'll be seeing you.